quick overview of the agenda. We got Silver Tiger coming up next. And I do have to say, this is going to be a pre-recorded presentation, unfortunately. Nonetheless, we recorded yesterday with Glenn Jessome. He did a fantastic job carrying over his excitement. He had a personal commitment this morning that he could not move. So we allowed the pre-recording, which we usually don't do. We try to replicate the live environment as much as possible. So we do hope you enjoy this. Now, let me share my screen and let me play this for you.
Thank you, Kai. Appreciate you having us again. I think the last time we updated your audience was November. Lots has happened on the mountain at Silver Tiger Metals since then. Look, I think what we'll do is take 7-8 minutes here, just give a little update to people about what's happened. But for new viewers, let's just get everybody basically where we are. We're in Sonora, Mexico. We've been mining in Mexico. Our group out of Halifax, Nova Scotia for almost 30 years. Our group's built 3 large mines in that period, sold 2 more to majors. The last one we sold was a little over 2 years ago. We sold one of our assets to Agnico Eagle in Mexico. We only work in Mexico. This is one of our next projects. We're in Sonora, great mining jurisdiction. Back in bottom of the market, 2017, basically we acquired a public company called El Tigre Silver for $11 million. Why we wanted that company, we delisted. I'm a securities lawyer by training, sort of in my DNA to buy and sell public companies and build them. Basically, we wanted this for the asset. We paid $11 million. We delisted El Tigre Silver. And the asset you see there, it's beautiful. It's 30,000 hectares. It's 35 kilometers long. 35 kilometers of the Sierra Madre run through it, and wonderful, wonderful asset for us, excuse me. Why we really bought it, Kai, we're garbage men in Mexico. All of our projects we found over those almost 30 years have been under and around the headframes, both Spanish or American mines. The old El Tigre mine, 1908 to 1930, produced about 100 million silver equivalent ounces in that period at average grade of over 2 kilos. We had to have the project. Tenor of grade usually holds, and we've barely really been spending our first couple of years on the mountain here in that middle 5-6 kilometers. We're going to talk about that, really getting at what we think is a world-class silver deposit. So far, so good on the results. The old El Tigre mine, I'll show you a 3D viewing of that. High-grade mine. All they wanted there, as you can see, that was kilometer and a half. They went along strike. You can see the 15 levels they went down. You can see they only took the black is what they took out, the stope, less than half meter, super high grade silver. Stuff in there, 10, 20, 30, 50 kilograms per ton silver. Look, why this was here was the same thing that happened throughout all of Mexico in 1930. All these foreign owners, the Americans here, so American mine, they went home, Great Depression, silver $1.33 to 20 cents. Silvercrest, 90 kilometers to the south of us. Same thing, old Spanish mine. Both these assets sat for 90 years until modern technology came around and we really started to get at it and really start to drill this thing. We're going to talk just today really about an update. That's that. Look, I've got 30 kilometers of this thing, but really in the first couple of years, we focused just on this 5-6 kilometers in the middle. What we've done quickly is we get in there right off the bat after we acquired it. We drilled the first 12,000 meters on this thing. And on this one vein, the Tiger vein, we delivered a 1 million ounce open pit gold resource. That was mined out. You'll see in this. See that? Black is what the old timers took. This was the only place mining took place. Next 3 or 4 kilometers to the north, seeing some very exciting things up there I'll tell you about. We delivered a 1 million ounce open pit gold resource here, really with our eyes closed on that one El Tigre vein. Some of the stuff we're seeing here on the Sui vein, the western vein now, is incredible. And we really got up here and did some great drilling all fall with 3 drill rigs. And if you've been following, you've seen the results. We drilled up here in the Kaylee and the Protectora, where we thought that next Clabos was evolving to the north. All of this on mine. The old timers left the slots down here for sure. I'll show you some of those results. New discovery announced in January, drilled early December on the Benjamin vein, and our follow-up holes last week on that were fantastic. Hole 202, a real game changer for the company. 3 types of mineralization on the mountain, and I think we'll show it to you with this drilling section here. There it is. That's up on the northern 2 kilometers north the end of the old mine. You can see those results. We started hitting everything we wanted to. Gold mineralization from surface, high grade silver vein content, open pitable. Then you go underground for upwards of 750 meters, just like at the old mine. Beautiful results. There's indicative 25 meters of a couple of grams of gold in that halo outside. And then, you know, 0.8 meters of 3.7 kilo silver in the high grade silver vein. Those are the two types of mineralization. The old timers only wanted the high grade silver vein. We got tens of kilometers of that. We have now delineated that a lot of this is going to be open pit bulk tonnage. That's what we drilled around that one vein at the Tigre, million ounces of gold already on the books, did that in less than a year with 12,000 meters of drilling. So we knew we had lots of this. This was a real game changer. I'm going to show you that map one more time. That's where I just showed you the first results. 2 drill rigs all fall banging on that. Great results. Look them up. Benjamin vein, new discovery here. And it was really interesting because this is the first deep holes we put in the mountain. Everything else we drilled was in this from surface 150 meters of El Tigre structure, all open pit. The old timers love that open pit, love that high grade silver vein. Look at these results. That's the first drill holes we put in this Benjamin vein. I mean, fantastic results that we've had up here. These are the first holes that went through at 3 meters of 1.3 kilos. Go look at the 7 or 8 holes we put out there. Go to Verify and check it out. Wide, super high grade silver, but deeper in the system. Now we're down in that beautiful, beautiful next layer, which is the flat. Here was the real game changer hole. Go back and look at the map, and then we're going to have a chit chat about some of the things that are exciting. 202 was drilled late December, got the result in February. Let's go look at that hole. It was phenomenal. First hole we'd ever drilled. Look at that, in that flat formation. That Benjamin discovery is 1.2 kilometers north. Same kind of mineralization in that same layer of flat formation, 1.2 kilometers north. First drill hole we hit here, fantastic. That's about 130 meters from surface, 22 meters of 381 grams per ton gold. Silver, sorry, 12 meters of it, 700 grams per ton silver. Fantastic stuff. And we've been just stepping out on this Sui going south. As you can see, go look at all those cross sections. I can't get into them when you've got 15 minutes to talk about, but we're in it. We're now hitting the high grade Sui silver vein, and then we're drifting down 12, 15 meters through the footwall, and we're getting into this wide mineralized, new mineralized zone. It's not a vein. It's a big mineralized zone that's sitting in this flat formation, like at the Benjamin. 1.2 kilometers north. So what you're seeing now, and then we're going to have a chit chat, Kai, and we'll go back to the map, is so far so good on that mountain. We've only been there 7 or 8 months. New discovery of an evolving clavos here. None of this ever mined. New discovery in the Benjamin vein in that same flat formation I'm talking about on the Sui. Fantastic. Look at the 6 or 7 holes. Multi-kilo, 1, 2, 3, 4 meters wide. Fantastic stuff. All 100 meters from surface. This we walk on, most of these veins, all daylight. But hole 202, really, that was that new type of mineralization, that not only the high grade silver vein, quartz, we walk on that El Tigre structured surface open pit. Now we've got a big wide mineralized zone, which is following that vein. We put 7 or 8 holes in this. We're 100 meters south in it. We're hitting it every time with about 1.2 kilometers in front of us to the south. Stepping out, you'll see more of those results coming. And of course, between the Benjamin and hole 202 and the Sui, these 2 veins are the same. You can see that. You can see where they were faulted. This is called the Benjamin. This is really an extension, in our opinion. Put that in our last press release of the Sui. We got about another 1.5 kilometers of it. So lots of, well, just on that one vein, lots of ways to go north and south. Stay tuned for a lot of those results coming. And maybe I'll come back to you for a couple of minutes now, Kai, and we can have a little chit chat about the financing we just did and what our plans are for the next.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, fantastic. Well, thanks, Glenn. Thanks for running us through that. That was very, very comprehensive in a very, very short time period. So yes, you brought up the financing. Let's start there. You raised $23 million, bought deal, oversubscribed. Who's been coming into the deal? Like, who's the smart money?
Well, what I want to talk about smart money, but what I said we would do. I said in September to our shareholders, we raised at 30 cents with a half warrant. I said, the next time I go to the market, we're going to double our price, and my goal is not to have a warrant. We only spent about half of the 11 million we had raised to get to that point. 60 cents, no warrant, 20 that went to 23. all of it institutional, a little retail in the 3, just because we want to let some of those folks in. 4 or 5 institutions, all top drawer institutions. It was led by Franklin Templeton Gold Fund out of San Francisco. So very pleased to have them on our shareholders register. Sam is on the shareholders register. That's the ilk of who took all of that. So, why we love that is they're smart people. They see our asset and they have faith in what we're doing. But also, if we deliver and the next raise is at $1.20, those are the type of people that can allow us or institutions to have the unlimited funding we need for what this is a district. And we'll be going on this for a while. We got enough money in the bank, $28 million for the next year, 5 drill rigs turning. It's going to get pretty exciting, and the results are going to be steady and continuous. So if you haven't paid attention to this El Tigre asset in a silver a world where silver is needed and there's not a lot of true silver deposits, we think we have the next one in Mexico.
It definitely sounds very exciting. Let's talk about use of proceeds for a second. So 27 million in the bank. How are you planning to spend that money?
Well, right now we have, and I showed you where we're drilling in that 5-6 kilometers at brownfields. And remember, I bought all that land too. We have all those mineral rights, but right in the heart of it, I bought all that land. We paid 1.1 million, so we have the land rights too. So we're banging away at that. 3 drill rigs, a couple on the Sui, a couple to the north, 2 more drill rigs coming. So we'll quickly stage up to 5. The first one will come, then the second one, and then we're just going to do what we always do, Kai. Drill only to add ounces and move it to economics. So the goal will be with this money to put out a new 43-101 resource. You're going to see the grade way up because we're going to get that high grade. We're going to get that mineralized zone. And with that next resource, I'm saying maybe by end of year, if not first quarter of next year. We just come back from the BMO show. We were invited this year, which was a really nice step for the company. I want to have ready for that next year, that new 43-101 with the first economic report here, which will be a PEA. So that's where we're going with these use of proceeds.
Okay, fantastic. That should take you all the way there. Like, how many drill meters are you planning to put in? Let's be a bit more specific. So you said 5 drills going. How many meters in total planned?
Yeah, I think, we've got the next 75,000 meters out in front of us here. It's a lot of drilling. We've done 12,500 to put people in perspective. We did 12,500 to get the resource on the books. To get from 30 cents to 60 cents, that wasn't even 10,000 meters. So, we're very excited about what the next 75,000 meters is going to deliver because of what the mountain's already given us. So we've got a lot of runway in front of us and a lot of core going in the boxes in the next year.
Yeah, so we got a couple minutes left, so I actually can get more technical because I'm really curious, like, how are you targeting? Because we haven't seen a lot of geophysics or anything like in your presentation just now. So I'm wondering, like, how are you following up on that? Like, how are you deciding where to put the drill?
Well, and I showed you, and go back to that colorful map, that 5 or 6 kilometers. You see all those red lines. It's about 20 kilometers of strike length. This is a low sulfidation epithermal system, and basically the ones we've worked on for more than almost 30 years in Mexico, they're very similar and very much the same. In this case, it is all of these veins daylight. Like, we can see that trend. It's like paint by number, and we basically walk on those veins. So it's pretty simple where you see them. And we also see at surface that wide El Tigre structure, that open pit. It's very identifiable. So this is not one you're looking, and look at all our drilling. It's 100, 150 meters. This is all from surface. It's I don't want to say it's a piece of cake, but it's very simple.
It's as easy as it gets.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Metallurgy, of course, like you're planning a PEA for Q1. What's the status on that?
Well, we've done quite a bit of work on that. A lot of bottle roll tests. A lot, you've got to remember this stuff, the metal, just the silver and gold, because of the history we have. There was a mine here, and this is all the same structure from end to end. 100 million silver equivalent ounces came out at an average grade of 2 kilos. We have all that report. The metallurgy it's going to be ticking the box here. It's very, very clean, very, very, very simple. And we'll have all that in the PEA.
Okay, so we got about 60 seconds left here, and before we have to switch over to our next guest. But run us through catalyst and now next 6 months. I'm assuming it's mostly drill results.
What you're going to see is I'll be very frank. When it's a problem to have with 3 drill rigs going to 4 and 5. We were delivering great results in that new Clavos 2 kilometers north of where the mining stopped, Caeli Protectora. New discovery on the Benjamin vein. We showed you. But when we started hitting what we started hitting on the Suey, we immediately, probably early February, all 3 drill rigs right now are on the Suey. So you saw, and we're also drilling the Benjamin. We've kind of had to pull them away until we get a 4th drill rig back on that new Clavos, which were fantastic results in December. So what you're going to see is steady results, I hope. Look, every 2 weeks, you're going to see results coming from as we step south on the Suey, and you're going to be looking for results on the Benjamin as we step south from the Benjamin 1.2 kilometers towards the discovery hole in the Suey. So steady drill results and wide mineralized zone and high grade quartz silver veins. That's the goal.
Fantastic. Glenn, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you so much, Guy. Appreciate having us.